Hey guys, welcome back. Today we are going to finally start working on our Boo Crew. It's like a mini quilt. So I have my design board that we just made, and I'll leave that video linked up above where I made mine. And in that video, there is a link to Lori Holt's video, which shows you how she did hers. As far as I know, she is like she's the originator of this design board. I may be wrong, but I do have Lori tagged and credited as the maker of this design board. Here's my fabric. I just took it out of the packaging. Here is my pattern for the first week, which is 2 blocks. And I have my Alphabitties that I ordered, and I have those laid out here. I'm laying them out. They look like this. You can print out little letters on cardstock. And, oh, I have one too many. H. I had a Y in there. And I got this little guy out of my kitchen. Actually, this has been in the craft room. But I have like 2 of these that are this size. And it fits that perfectly. And that's where I'm going to keep them, because you guys know I will lose them. Okay. So my printer did not print this out in color, but I can tell by the picture kind of what fabric I'm using, and it does tell you which fabrics is A, B, C, D through I. And I'm always scared when I cut fabric. I am always scared when I cut fabric. So I'm going to take my fabric, and here's my design board with my letters. I'm going to sit that on top of my sewing machine and pray I do not knock it in the floor. Okay. Oh, here we go. There's the reference for the colors if I need it. But hopefully I won't need it. I want to sit it right over here. I'm always nervous when I cut fabric. I'm actually going to... Alright, out of this right here, I need a J, a K, a L, a M, and an N. Okay? Out of the back material, I need an O. So we'll lay that one out. Out of this one, I need, oh, there's more. There's P and Q. Oh, okay. I understand. Oh, I got you now, girl. Okay. And then out of this one, I need an S. So I am going to need more of those letters. Out of just the purple is the A through I. Okay. So I'm going to lay my purple out. And I think that is it. So here's what I'm going to do. This one is an S. I'm going to get my Alphabitties back out. And I'm going to put all of my, K is the spider web. S is the polka dots. O is the bats. R is the accent print. So apparently you're doing an R and an S out of the polka dot. And I need J, K, L, M, and N, and O. Lord have mercy. Okay, so J, K, L. Yes. This is how, I go through the stuff. So let me finish getting this situated. I'm going to lay this fabric down because I think I don't need that right this minute. Get all these guys lettered, and we're going to start cutting. Okay, guys, I have moved you over to this tripod, and our first block says 3 1/2 inch square. So I got me a square edge, and I need 3.5 inches. I'm terrible with these because I don't, oh, right here. 1, 2, 3.5. Okay, and double check myself. 3.5 inches. This is A. So I have my design board sitting up on top of my sewing machine. This is A. Okay, so I'm going to try to keep it organized like she did. This is my fabrics. These are the letters that go with this fabric. And I'm actually going to try to lay it up here out of the way. So next up, I need B. In B, I need 2.5 by 18.5. So I'm going to cut all these guys out and cut all these guys out, and we'll be back. Okay, I have all my purple cut. Yes, that took a hot minute. It took a hot minute to get that purple cut. Now I'm cutting JKLMN. So I have all my Alphabitties here for those. I'm going to lay those up there out of my way. I need 1 3.5 by 7.5. Guys, this is a 3.5. This is a 2.5. So if you have like these rulers that are 1.5, like a 2.5, 3.5, let me make sure I'm not lying to you. This might just be a straight up 3, not a 3.5. It is a 3, not a 3.5. Okay, so glad I double checked myself. I am going to get me a clean edge going over here at the selvage. My hand popped doing that, and that hurt. Okay. How long is this? This is 9 inches. So 1 3.5. I'm just going to use my map for this one. 3.5. Sam, quit crying. Sam wants outside. 1, 2, 3.5. And I just need 1. I'm just going to cut this guy all the way across. Okay. Yep. And then I'm going to trim it to my 7.5. Here. So that's all I have been doing, guys. It's cutting fabric. I am still cutting fabric. I'm keeping all my little bits like this. I have a little basket over here of like crumbs. So that is letter J. That is J. And I'm going to lay it up on my board. J. Next up, I need 1 3.5 by 5.5. So I'm going to do the same thing again. And I'm hoping this is fine how I'm cutting this, because this is all the fabric I have, guys. 3.5. They usually send you extra, like a smidge. 1, 2, 3.5. 3.5. In case you do make a mistake. I'm going to even this edge over here up just a hair. I mean, a hair. That was a hair. So 5.5. I'm sweating between the lights and the iron. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.5. Okay, so there is my K. And then 3.5 by 4.5. I'm just going to keep doing like I'm doing because it seems to be working pretty good. Okay, 3.5. 1, 2, 3.5. Yes, I double checked myself. 1, 2, 3.5. By 4.5. I know. 1, 2, 3, 4.5. That is my L. Okay. Then it's getting ready to change up. It's going to be a 2.5 by 4.5. I was like, can I use this little piece for anything? This is just under 4.5, or I could have used that guy. Oh, okay. So a 2.5. One, 2.5. By 4.5. 2.5 by 4.5. This is letter M. And then last but not least, I need a 1 inch by 11.5. And I bet I cut that all wrong. So I may have to piece one together, which is fine. 1.5. I should have cut the 11.5 first. Cut your 11.5 first. Squaring up my edge. So 1.5. Don't move on me. So I'm going to scoot this over so I have some room to get my hands. 1.5. Okay, I'm going to do that with this piece right here. And that should give me, when I sew these together, my 11.5. So I should have cut the big one first. So there you go. Cut your big piece first on this one. All right. And I'm going to sew these two together really quick. And that's cut it to size. Will be my end piece. So no big deal. All right, so I'm going to press that guy open. If I can get my fingers in there. Maybe, maybe not. Press him open. Fingers. I'm going to press him open with an iron. And we're going to cut that to just a little wonky. We'll just fix it. 11 and a half. There we go. So that is letter N. Guys, look at this. Look. Okay. So I still have more to cut. And I'll bring you back when everything is cut. And then the next video, we're going to start sewing. This is it. This is all of my pieces cut and labeled. And yes, that took me a hot minute. I don't know what time it is, but I've been cutting, I know, for probably about an hour. But I was double checking myself, trying to be precise. Thank goodness they send extra fabric in case you do mess it up a little bit. And I am saving like my little bits over here in case I need them. If I cut something wrong, I can sew something back on. But here's all my pieces for block 1 and block 2, which is the hat and the broom. So on our next video, Lord help me, say a prayer for me. We're going to try to put this together. So give this video a thumbs up. Come back for part 2. We're putting everything together.